Hey everybody, Harrison101 back at it once again with a brand new video. And first of all, congratulations to YouTube on their new layout. I really actually like the new layout an awful lot. I like that the whole thing looks much more sophisticated and streamlined. I like what they've done with the new channels. I think it's really going to benefit those who, probably more the partners, the guys who have a lot of subscribers, you know, the guys who get to use HTML in their backgrounds as well. I think it's going to really benefit them. So, yeah, I really like the new YouTube. I like the new layout. The search box is a little bit squashed. But something I have to say, in regards to the new homepage, which is the only thing I don't really like, pin me, guys. I need you guys to pin me. So, if you've got the new YouTube design, go to subscriptions in the left-hand side of the screen. Where it says subscriptions, click on See All, and then find my channel if you subscribe to me. If you haven't, why the hell haven't you not done that yet? But if you have, go to my channel and press the pin button next to my name. By doing that, I get first priority on homepage for all your videos. You're gonna have up to 10 guys who will always be on the top of your homepage if you pin them to your channel. So please, if you haven't, guys, pin me. That would be great. Thank you very much. In the background, another 2 Formula 1 2011 online races. I hope you enjoyed them. I think they were great racing. But the main things I want to talk about in this video are a bit of news related in the Formula 1 world this past week, which I want to cover and talk about. First of all, it's long been known for the last couple of months now that Sky Sports are going to be taking the Formula 1 coverage away from the BBC next season. Now, in case you guys didn't know already, BBC will only be getting 10 of the 20 races live next season. The other 10 will be extended highlights. Apparently it's going to be 2-hour-long program broadcasts, but I'm guessing about half an hour of that is going to be built up. So I don't know how much they're really talking about in terms of extended highlights, in inverted commas. But it does sound pretty good. I don't think it's going to hamper my experience too much. But at the end of the day, a live race is a live race. And the fact we're only getting half of these live is going to be disappointing. As you know, Sky Sports bought the rights to air F1 live. So every race will be live on Sky Sports. So much so they're actually going to launch in March a brand new channel in HD for Formula 1. It's going to be called Sky Sports F1 HD. It's going to be free if you already bought Sky Sports 1 or 2 or any HD package. You automatically get Sky Sports F1 HD for free, and they're already talking about how it's going to be, you know, every practice, qualifying and race live, extra content, and you know, all that jazz. They're already hyping it up to be a big deal. They've already confirmed that Martin Brundle has made the jump from the BBC to Sky Sports. I can completely understand why Brundle's changed ships. The BBC obviously have changed direction of what they've been planning to do, and Brundle's reacted to that. Obviously, he needs to make his money as a commentator and as an on-air personality, broadcaster, journalist, commentator. You get the idea. Apparently, they've already taken David Croft as well, who does the 5 Live coverage for BBC on the radio and does the practice sessions on the Red Button with Anthony Davidson. I don't know what's happening to Davidson, but I'm hearing that Croft has jumped over as well. It makes me feel sorry for the BBC. It makes me feel sorry for Jake Humphrey, because Humphrey's done a fantastic job on the BBC's F1 coverage. You know, as the lead presenter with David Coulthard and Eddie Jordan. Those three have done a terrific job, especially Jake, because he's jumped into this. Like, I think this is his 3rd year doing this now, and he's done a superb job from day one, and I've really enjoyed his coverage. He's gotten better as a host as it's going on as well. He's excellent, so, you know, much credit to Jake, and I feel sorry for him because his team is getting depleted. I hope they don't take David Coulthard as well, already Jordan, because those guys are what make the pre-race programming so good and so enjoyable, and it's a shame that the BBC has to give it up like this, because, you know, Formula 1 has got such a hardcore and passionate fan base. It burns me to see it go to Sky Sports, and I know for a fact people are going to give up on the sport because it's been sold to cable, or, you know, sold to, you know, satellite TV, and it's not going to be on every TV in the country now. Well, not live anyway. It's going the way of British touring cars, and it used to be, you know, headlining Saturday afternoon or Sunday afternoon TV, but instead it's now barely being shown on TV. It's on ITV4 now, and nobody gives a shit about it. Pardon my language. But again, it's unfortunate. I know many people can't afford Sky Sports. Their families can't afford. Well, Sky Sports is expensive. You're already paying £20 a month for a Sky box, and then you're paying another £25 a month for Sky Sports. To get periods 1 and Sky Sports 1 and 2 and whatever, and the HD stuff is another £10 a month as well. So Sky is expensive, and I feel sorry for those guys who aren't going to be able to watch it, me included, because my mum dropped Sky Sports because it was so expensive. I was angry with her about it, but I completely understand why she did, because it was friggin' expensive. So yeah, I don't know what the future's going to hold for me as a fan of F1 with it now being on Sky Sports. We'll have to wait and see. And also, Kimi Raikonnen has returned to Formula 1. It's been confirmed that Kimi Raikonnen, the 2007 world champion, is going to return to the Lotus-Renault team. Really happy to hear that, actually. I like Kimi. Very hardcore driver. Underrated personality. And he's back. And I don't think he could have chosen a better team to come back to. Mercedes were never going to cut Michael Schumacher, and they have got a talent in Nico Rosberg, even though his much hyped Formula 1 career has not really gone his way. 6 years without a race win and what have you. They're never going to get rid of Michael Schumacher because he's the flagship centerpiece guy. None of the big three teams are going to be hiring him because he's too much of a risk, considering he's been out of the sport for a couple of years. Even though if I were in charge of Red Bull, I'd probably drop Webber and give Kimi Raikkonen a shot because the guy can drive. McLaren are not going to change their dream team of Hamilton and Button. And Ferrari are sticking with Felipe, even though Felipe is kind of underperformed for what his true ability is and what that car can do. Just ask Fernando Alonso. So I think the best team for him would have been Renault, and I think Renault have done a great job of hiring him. But it kind of throws it up in the air now as to who is going to be partnering him, because Renault have had so many guys drive for them this season, and they've got a whole pool of drivers they've had, or they've interchanged over the course of the last season. I mean, they've had Vitaly Petrov. Kubica obviously had the horrible injury and never raced this season. Are they going to give him a shot when he comes back? Are they going to give him his seat back if he's ready? I don't think he will be ready. But again, we'll have to wait and see on that one. They gave Bruno Senna an opportunity. I think Senna will be an ideal guy. I think Senna's got big potential. But he started out strong but kind of faded away. I don't know if that was due to the car or possible lack of development, or whether Senna was just not that great, or whether the other teams caught up and overtook him in terms of how good the car was. I don't know. They've also had Nick Heidfeld, the super sub, but they dropped him after 2 or 3 races. And they at Brazil they had Romain Grosjean drive for them as well, who didn't do too bad actually. So it's like, who are they going to have as the second guy? If it were me, I'd probably stick Vitaly Petrov back in the seat because he started out strong. He kind of faded away in the second half of the season, but I think he is the most consistent, solid guy to have in that car right now, over Robert Kubica, who's got huge question marks about him. Senna, who, while is good, I'm unconvinced on. And Romain Grosjean has only driven once, and you got all the other pool of guys in GP2, who, while are probably going to be good, you need to break him in and test them, and that could be expensive and a lengthy process. What's going to be interesting next year is who gets the seats. There's already big rumours of reshuffles, like what's happening at Mauricia Virgin with D'Ambrosio and Glock's seats up in the air. You've got Alguersuari's seat up in the air because I'm hearing that the Hispania team want to bring him in and make it an all-Spanish national team with Pedro de la Rosa, who's also declared he's no longer going to be McLaren reserve driver. He's now going to join Hispania and get a full-time seat there. So they're trying to make Hispania an all-Spanish team, which could be interesting in the future. There's question marks over Rubens Barrichello. There's question marks over Pastor Maldonado. I mean, Raikkonen was meant to join Williams, but talks of that fell through in the end. So Is Rubens going to stay on another year? Are they going to give Pastor another shot? Again, another guy who did really well at the start, but again fell apart towards the second half of the season. I don't know where the consistency many of these guys have gone, but I don't know. Maybe it's one of those things where it's going to have to change. But there's so many seats up in the air. Obviously, I will bring you coverage and footage and, you know, talk about these things in the future as these things come out, because now the season's over. November, December are busy months, and we'll have to wait and see what happens, because this is always the time where driver reshuffles come out and are announced. So yeah, I hope you enjoyed the online races. Let me know what you think of the Raikkonen switch. Are you a Sky customer? Are you a British Formula 1 fan? Let me know what you think of the switch as well below in the comment description. I'd love to talk to you about it. Thank you very much for watching. I've been Harrison101, and sayonara.